Yeah, the kidnapping is largely targeted to the illegal. And this is where these people, what's so ironic is all these same people that, like Jack Harris, the police chief of Phoenix, and all these other people who have loved to preside over sanctuary cities, they're saying that, well, if we enforce the law, that there's going to be suppressed reporting by these illegals. And that's absolutely false. Not only because we're the kidnap capital, because none of their policies in the past have worked, but the fact that their culture they come from, they don't call the police. They handle things on their own because the police are corrupt down there.
Well, that's common sense. That's common sense. If they let the murderers and rapists and kidnappers go, these illegal communities are scared to death. And of course, I mean, that's common sense that this causes crime to increase.
Right. Absolutely. And this is where the president is really looking at undocumented aliens as undocumented Democrats.
Sheriff, specifically, you're an expert on this. You're down there on the front lines of this, and you're the head of the Sheriff's Association down there. Can you specifically tell us, and people listening all over the country right now, what they can do individually to aid Arizona that is the front line of this criminal invasion? His cell phone, we just lost it, so let's call him back and get that final comment. But the website is sheriffpaul.com, and we will try to get him back online. He's out driving, and it either dropped or something disconnected it. I mean, this is insane. They kill mayors. They kill police chiefs. They kill police. Thousands and thousands of dead cops in Mexico, and now it's coming here, and the federal government hopes they can get their amnesty before you find out what's going on as they merge this country right now. Sheriff, last question, because I know you're about to go into your meeting and your phone dropped. What can we do specifically to aid Arizona, which is the very front lines?
Well, we're talking about other actions we can take here in the sheriff's office and deploying more deputies out there to work with other sheriffs across America, not just Arizona. Sheriffs I'm working with are talking about sending their deputies out here to help us. I'm looking to outfit our deputies we all have a handgun and a shotgun and few rifles, but I want to purchase automatic rifles, a Browning .226 for each of my deputies. So we're not outgunned. And to go back into these areas and to reclaim these areas.
Well, that's another point. They've got giant armored tanks for housewives all over the country. The only place the Constitution says that the police and military should have that is on the border. We need Abrams tanks down there, so the next time Mexican troops start shooting at cops, we need to wipe them out.
Yeah. We need for people, all your listeners and good Americans, to immediately call your congressman, your office, and demand to support for Arizona and to support the rule of law and to tell the president to immediately deploy soldiers. We're not going to stand for amnesty or any of this immigration reform.
Well, I mean, you're outgunned by Mexican troops. I know the counties on the border routinely get shot at by Mexican troops. I mean, this is outrageous.
It is outrageous, you know. It is, in addition to the regular crime that goes on throughout America, but this, when you add nearly 20% of the illegals already have a criminal record, and we can't even check the records of the countries that come from. The other thing, what's happening, it's crazy. Here we're talking about a public safety issue. now the Obama and his folks and the Democrats here locally. The other thing, what's happening, it's crazy. Here we're talking about a public safety issue. Now the Obama... 1875, our county was formed. I'm the first Republican elected county official in the history of this county. And there's no longer a sanctuary county. We're enforcing the law. These people are already... I'm not up for re-election in 2012, but they're organizing against me, starting to raise money, recruiting candidates. So even this early, I've got to become strong and raise money and do all that in order to be prepared to fight off these people who want to take me out.
Well, this is a mafia.
People are trying to put a green light on me to take me out from the Mexican cartel. You know, and that's what they do. They intimidate anybody in a position of power. Well, they're not bringing this trash to America. Because we're going to fight back. We're not going to run from any of these threats or hide or change our positions. That we're going to stand up for the rule of law and stand up to secure our border and to stop what is truly an invasion.
But Washington is trying to paint you as the bad guys. And I'm telling you, if they end up killing you or somebody else, it's going to be the Alamo, and it's going to be remember, Sheriff Babeu. It's going to be remember all these ranchers and people that have been killed, and God forbid that happens. But if you turn into the Colonel Travis of 2010, 2011, I mean, this is serious business, and it just shows how horrible things have gotten. Lastly, what do you think of Sheriff Richard Mack saying, not only should we take back our states, we should take back the sheriff's departments and get patriots in there that understand their true constitutional power?
Yeah, we need sheriffs who stand up for the rule of law, and Sheriff Mack's right that there's an oath. I was a sworn police officer before, and I've fought and defended America's liberties in the military. But as a sheriff, this is the top lawman of that county. And we have an obligation to not only protect our families, but to stand up and to be the representative of the people.
That's right. You're elected. You're not some penny ante city that's just incorporated. You are elected by the people. You represent the people, just like the legislature. And that was the original and only police power in this country. It's been usurped by the feds and their city minions that are engaged in treason in over 800 cities. With these sanctuary cities where citizens are crap and the illegals are God because they're a tool to swell the welfare state. And it's just incredible. In closing, sir, and I'm going to let you go, tell us about what we'll learn at sheriffpaul.com.